Well, hey folks, welcome to Solar Cabin channel. You know, I'm always getting emails and requests from people that want to see the inside of my cabin. I can understand why they want to see it. They're looking for ideas for how they can design their own tiny houses and small cabins, off-grid cabins, things like that. But I've always kind of been a private person in that respect, in that because of my lifestyle, I don't want people to get the wrong idea about off-grid living. Just based on what they see about my lifestyle, they may not like that, okay? My cabin designs can be built around your lifestyle and how you live. And so I want to really impress on you that my lifestyle is just the way I live. And to understand that I've been divorced, remarried twice, raised a family. My kids are all grown up now. I have a grandson. And in my later years now, I have a girlfriend who lives in town. And I live in my cabin. We get together on weekends and times like that because she still works. And so we get together and go adventuring and things like that. But most of the time, I'm here in my cabin. I'm living as an old bachelor. So you need to understand that if you look at my cabin. It's designed for my lifestyle. And I'm very much an outdoors person. I love to go adventuring and fishing and go up in the mountains and stuff like that. I may be away from my place for days at a time or weeks at a time. And I travel a lot. So my cabin is designed for very simple living, and to be quite honest, I'm not the greatest housekeeper, and my furniture and stuff like that is designed to be inexpensive. A lot of it is actually recycled, either through yard sales or something like that, or a lot of the stuff I get is through barter. And so, you know, what I'm saying is don't judge my lifestyle and the way I have my interior of my cabin set up too harshly, because it is designed for my life, okay? I don't design it for other people. And as I tell everybody, you should set up your houses, your off-grid cabins, things like that, to fit your lifestyle. But I will go ahead and walk you through the downstairs. Now, I'm not going to take you upstairs in the loft because I'm doing some remodeling up there. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because I am actually going through a bit of a life change here at the cabin. I have a very nice loft upstairs with a queen-size bed and an office that I've always used that requires me to climb up a ladder to get into the loft. Now, as I built this when I was younger, I had better legs and better knees and a better back, and was able to get up and down that ladder a lot easier than I am now. Now that I've gotten older, I've had a couple of knee surgeries, I have a bad back, and when you get older, you have to get up a couple of times in the night, if you know what I mean, either for nature calls or because the dog has a nature call. So getting up and down that ladder in the dark a lot of times, getting in and out wasn't quite as safe as it used to be. Plus, I wanted some room in order for my kids and grandson, when they come out and visit, I have a spare bedroom. So what I'm doing is I'm converting my loft into a spare bedroom, which will have a bed and office and closet spaces up there for my family when they come and visit me. And I'm moving downstairs in my cabin. And I found that I was ending up sleeping on the couch a lot anyway, like a lot of us older guys do. But the couch that I had was really big and obnoxious. It was a nice couch, had two recliners on both ends, and was big, and I could lay on it, but it wasn't very wide. You end up sleeping with your head smashed into the cushions and stuff like that. So I've done some remodeling. And that's what I'm going to show you here, is just to kind of give you a general overview of the downstairs here so you can understand how I utilize my cabin, how it works for my lifestyle. So let's look at this. Okay, one of the first things I did is I need a desk and workspace. I'm always working on small projects, or, you know, I have a writing project, or I have something. I may bring a generator in here and work on it in the wintertime, or small motors or something like that. So I converted my kitchen table, which has 3 oak chairs to it, and I got this at a yard sale for like $5. And I converted it to a workspace because I like a big workspace where I can spread stuff out, get my tools out or whatever, or spread out papers and stuff that I'm working on. So I converted my kitchen table to a workspace. And you'll notice that underneath there, I've got my clothes hampers. I've got a dirty clothes hamper, a clean clothes hamper, and just some other stuff stuffed underneath there. So I've got space. This is nice because I've got space underneath my desk and stuff for working on. And then I've got my office, my nice office chair, which slides right up to that, so I can sit and work on whatever project's on. And you can see I've just got all the normal doodads and stuff. A lot of this stuff was stuff that was I'd either collected on adventures, like seashells and sand dollars and all that sort of stuff, and some of it is just knickknacks that belonged to my mother, and when she passed away, she gave those to me specifically. So those are just kind of mementos and reminders of the times I spent with my parents. And so you can see I've also got my work tools and stuff there, my drills and stuff. It seems like I'm always needing a drill, and I hate to go out to the workshop or my shed workshop and grab a tool. So I've found moving some of my tools inside has been a lot better. And then I've got a space here for my guitar and my music equipment and stuff like that in one of those plastic cubbies. And all those plastic cubbies are really nice because they're inexpensive. They hold a lot of stuff. They wipe clean with a cloth, and you can move them around. So I really like those. And there is a window over this side of the cabin here. I'll back up so you can see. There is a window over that cabin. I've just got a simple curtain up there, and I've got a pull down. That's a 12-volt DC light up there. And then I've got 3 cabinets up above my workspace. And these 3 cabinets, I bought those for $78 a unit. I've got the same ones over in my kitchen over there. Bought those for $78. They're actually designed for like a laundry room. And you put them together, but they are really well made. I got them off Walmart. And so I keep a lot of my dry goods, canned goods, and stuff like that up in these cabinets up in here. Plus some space, just some extra storage space up in there. And then I've got little shelves on my wall and stuff like that. Now, going over around the room. Okay, this is my living area over here. And I'm standing here at the front door, so you can see it's got a nice big living area in this cabin. This cabin's 14 by 14 square feet. So what's that, 198 square feet, I think is what it works out to be on the first floor. And then another almost that same amount upstairs in the loft. So I've got just some pictures, and this painting here was one made by my mother. Before, we always said that she was a bit of a psychic and knew what us kids were doing before we could do it. Which got us in a lot of trouble. But as I got older, I really believe that because she actually painted this painting before I had ever told her that I was going to go off-grid and live in a cabin. And if you look at the painting of the cabin, I don't know if you can see it real well, but she actually painted that cabin before I had designed and built my cabin. And I did not see this painting until she passed away, or right before she passed away, and she gave it to me. And she designed a cabin with 4 front posts, almost just a small cabin that almost identical to the cabin that I built here on our old family homestead. So I would say that's pretty amazing, and maybe a little bit of a psychic quality. She knew where I was coming from and what I had plans to do. And then I'm into motorcycles, so I got a couple of motorcycles up there on the walls. Now this is what I changed out. I had a big, full-size, and quite expensive leather couch in here with 2 recliners on it. And it took up so much room, it fit out halfway into the room. It wasn't very comfortable to sleep on. I couldn't clean under it. My God, when I pulled that thing out there was enough hair underneath the couch to build another dog. So it was not a good situation. It was one of those spur of the moments when I had some extra money. I bought a couch, and I should have rethought that idea. Instead, now what I have is a daybed, and I got this daybed off of Amazon. And it didn't cost me a thing because the referrals that I make to Amazon for buying solar panels and stuff like that, over time I let that build up, and it was enough to cover buying me a nice daybed. And this daybed comes with a mattress too, and so it fits in there very nicely. Now it provides me seating as a couch. A daybed is used as a couch during the daytime, and then at night it becomes your bed. And so I've got it set up with a cushion on the back there so I can lean back and work on things. You can see that I've got my computer and laptop, and I've got a little rolling desk there that I use. That way I can either lay on my bed or sit on my daybed and work on the computer. So a lot of times when I'm working, I'm actually just lounging around because, that's kind of what we do. And so then I can work online and browse or whatever. Got a little stand over there for my doodads and knickknacks and stuff like that. Some shelves on the wall over there, another biker plate over there, identity plate, and just my stuff up on the shelves and stuff like that. Now this is my back door. Now you're going to ask, why do I have a blanket over my back door? This is on the north side, and it gets a bit cold, and it's still early spring here. So this back door has a tendency to get colder than the rest of the house and brings in a little bit of cold air around the seals. And so I put up this heavy thermal blanket over what's called a packing blanket or a mover's blanket. I put that up over it in the spring. Now, as soon as it warms up enough, I'll take that down because there's a nice window that allows some light to come in through there. But this also helps block the draft over my door in that back door. Now, I can still get in and out that door. I just don't pull the blanket up to the side and open up the door. But it blocks you can see you can get quite a bit of glare through that window, so it blocks the glare. And then on this other side over here, I've got my mirror. And I used to have a flat screen TV up down there, but now I don't watch TV very much. I watch everything online, so I didn't need a flat screen TV. And just some decorations up on the walls, pictures of my kids and things like that. And then down below, this is my heater. and it needs a cleaning, obviously. This is just a 1500 BTU propane heater. You can see it's got the pilot light on there. It's still early spring here, so I'm still having to heat up. Not very much, but I have to throw it on maybe in the middle of the night just to heat the place up a little bit. And then I eat most of my meals on that TV tray over there in front of the couch, like most people do. If I need to, if I have company or something like that, I do still have, there's another chair right in there. I've got a chair there, and I've got a bar stool over here. So if I have company, as old Thoreau said, he had 3 chairs, one for friendship, one for society, and one for visit. I can't remember how he said it, but he says he's got 3 chairs. Okay, so I've got one there, I got one there, and I got a bar stool. So I've got the 3 chair situation covered if I ever have people that want to come over. If I got more than 3 people here, well, the ones that can't sit on the couch, then we end up overflowing out onto the porch out there, and they can go sit on my chairs out on my porch if they want to. I've always got lots of chairs I can bring in. So the table can be converted back into, I can just pull it out and I can convert it back into a place to have a meal with more than one person, visit with family, play cards, games, whatever. Okay, so that I've got that covered. Then this is my kitchen over here. Now, this is, let's see, I've got the bar stool right there. Put this book out of the way. My Harley Davidson bar stool. Like I said, I'm into motorcycles. I like to ride motorcycles, so I have a lot of motorcycle gear here. Then this is a rolling stand, and I really do love these rolling stands. I bought this when I first moved here, and it's got a fold-out piece that you can fold out to make it extend out longer. And then it's got drawers and stuff on the other side. And I love that because it can be rolled out of the way so when I'm cleaning, or I can use that as a sidebar, or I can actually put my bar stool in front of it. And a lot of times when I do have a friend come over, they just sit on the bar stool and I'm on the other side, and we just sit and talk that way like I'm the bartender, and you know, fix us a hamburger and a meal and have a beer or something like that. Very comfortable, very nice, just a small place. And then I do have a microwave. Microwaves run off the generator, just a 1500 watt generator, and a toaster oven, same thing. I just plug them in and use them occasionally when I want a quick meal or something like that. I use an RV style stove. That's a 4-burner RV style stove with an oven. I rarely use the oven on it, but I use the burners all the time, and to cook meals and stuff like that. And then all of my appliances came out of a RV. I recycled them, so they didn't cost me anything. So that double tub sink over there, that came out of an RV. The water tank that is underneath, I don't know if you can see it because it's going to be kind of dark, but there's a water tank. Yeah, you can kind of see it. There's a water tank under there, 35-gallon water tank with a SureFlow water pump underneath my sink, and that powers the water pressure to my sink and to my shower and everything like that. And then I've just got my place over there to store my dishes, and I hand wash my dishes. Paper towels fell in there. And, you know, and then I've got a window. My blinds are a little bit broken, but I've got a window that sits up over the sink because I like to be able to look out when I'm washing dishes. I like to be able to look out my window and see what's going on. So I've got, and it gives some natural light there. So I've got a window there. And then I've got those same 3 cabinets over there, which are store my dishes and cooking supplies and stuff like that are over there. Again, another LED light that operates off LED with a pull cord over there. And then I've got a couple of fridges going on right now. I've got a fridge up there that is a standard 110 fridge, and then I've got this new Alpacool, and I've decided to switch to the Alpacool. And underneath that is an old ARB fridge that no longer works, but I'm using it for a stand for now. I've got that Alpacool there, which fits my needs, and I did a discussion on that in another video. 12-volt fridge, very low power, and so I'm switching over from this 110 fridge, which works well but requires a large inverter and uses a lot of power, switching down to the Alpacool. So eventually what I will do is probably take that fridge out and put it somewhere else. It's still a nice fridge, and use the Alpacool instead, and I'll put it in that spot. Okay, bathroom, I have a shower, 12-volt water system, corner style. I'm not going to get a lot of light in there. Okay, I got 12-volt corner style shower basin with shower stall, which I built myself. And then I use a, you're not going to be able to see it, but I use a porta potty toilet that is emptied into my solar composter. And over here on this side, if we can see, yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. It's not light enough in there. There is a sink and wash basin right there with a medicine cabinet above it. You don't really need to see my bathroom. You've seen enough bathrooms. And then I've got a storage cabinet here for bathroom supplies, towels, stuff like that, linens, and extra stuff that I just need to store there. And then down below that, in that black space down there, you can see I've got 3 AGM deep cycle batteries, 150 amp hours that are powered from my 400 watt solar system. And I keep them inside that way. They stay warm, and since they are sealed, they don't leak. They don't put off gas anything, and so they stay much warmer, so I don't lose power in wintertime. Then I've just got a bunch of garbage up there. Everybody's got a place where they store their garbage, water bottles and stuff like that. All right, so that is my cabin. And you can see here I've got a ladder, which right now I'm using as a coat rack, that goes up to my loft. And I'm not going to show you the loft, like I said, because I'm remodeling it. When I get done with that, then I'll show it to you. So generally, this ladder would be pulled out a little bit, and I would go upstairs, and then I would have a queen-size bed over there, and I've got another office up there and some cabinets and storage places like that. All right, so that's the interior of my cabin. Give you a different perspective here. Workspace over there, daybed over here, with another small workspace when I'm just working on the laptop or whatever. Front door over there with a screen door on it. So that I can get cross ventilation. Both of my doors have screen doors on them. One's a fabric door. This one has an old style wood door, and I put on a panel down there at the bottom because the dogs and cats kept trying to come in through the screen, and so I put a panel down there to keep them from doing that. And then all my doors are 3 foot wide, and I've got a 7 foot by 14 foot long porch on the front of my cabin. Nice kitchen area. This is a great sized kitchen area for a couple of people, single person or a couple of people, with fridges, RV style stove, RV style appliances, roll out cabinet, microwave, toaster oven, and my workspace. All right, and that's all I need for living quite comfortably down here. Let's see, I've been living in this cabin now. In the cabin, I've been here for a little over, I think, 10 years. Yeah, just about 10 years. I think it's 2009 that I built this. So, you know, and it's very comfortable for me. I've had no problem at all living here with 1, 2, and even 3 people. When my son was younger and used to come and stay with me in the summers, then he would also live here with me and my girlfriend. And we never had a problem at all with 3 people living in a cabin this size. Now, it is designed also to have additions built on, but I've never built on an addition because I've just never needed more room and space than what I already have. And so, and now that I'm kind of downsizing to just downstairs, I probably won't ever build an addition on this place because I just don't really think I need it. So, there's my cabin, folks. I hope you liked it. I hope you got what you wanted to see in the interior of my cabin. All right, thanks for stopping by, everybody, and go by my website, simplesolarhomesteading.com. Get yourself an ebook. Get yourself a 355-page ultimate off-grid guide that'll tell you how to build this cabin and set up your own off-grid systems. And watch for it because I'm going to be putting up some new videos. A really nice one called Modern Thoreau, which will introduce you to Thoreau and his visions, and also teach you how to build a small Thoreau-style off-grid cabin. That's going to be coming out soon. All right, folks, have a great day, and thanks for coming by my cabin.